I didn't bring my saxophone.
Okay. What he learned is, don't think too much, giving yourself an opportunity to succeed. The title of Stephen's speech, A1 speech, is Identify Yourself. Identify yourself. That is what comes Steve.
Thank you. When someone asks you to identify yourself, what do you usually say? Well, you usually give your name, maybe where you're from, and your hometown, and then what you do for your occupation. For today, my presentation, I'm going to tell you a more interesting way to introduce yourself or identify yourself. At the end of my presentation, you will be able to identify yourself in 4 letters. So today, I'll be talking about the Myers-Briggs test indicator. Who here has heard about this test? Okay, great. And here, I see a couple of hands. Great. So this test was founded in the 1940s by a mother and daughter combo, Catherine Briggs and Isabel Myers, thus the name Myers-Briggs. They based their test on Carl Jung. Carl Jung is a very famous psychologist, and he studied analytical psychology. Basically, that is, why do people make these certain decisions a certain way? So how does it work? Let's take a look. There are 4 different categories, and there are 2 choices each. And then there's a questionnaire. So basically, they'll ask you questions, and based on your answers, you'll be either on one side or the other. Okay? Great. And at the end of the test, you will be categorized into one of 16 different personality types. Okay? Okay, so before I introduce the 4 different categories, when I introduce each category, I want you to think of the 2 options. You need to pick one that you can relate to the most. Okay? So the first one is your orientation in this world. You're either an E, extrovert, or an I, introvert. Extrovert means you're very stimulated by the outside environment, such as coming to Toastmasters. You feel very energized with a big group. You're a people person, and you easily make friends, and you like to chit-chat with people, maybe the cashier at Starbucks, things like that. Now, on the other hand, if you're an introvert, you like people, yes, that's true, but you prefer to hang out with maybe 1 or 2 close friends at a coffee shop. And you tend to be more reflective in life. How can I improve my life? You might write a little diary, something like that. And also, you like to do activities, individual activities, maybe playing music by yourself, drawing a sketch, things like that. Okay, so pick E or I. Which one do you feel is you? Okay, next one. 2, how do you take in information? You're either a sensing person, S, or an intuition person, N. If you're a sensing person, you're very sensitive to the whole, your environment. You're also very keen to details and also facts. You're also considered a very practical person, and you focus on more of today than the future. Now, if you're an intuition type of person, you are like a person who looks very far, a visionary. Maybe a person focused on the big picture instead of the small, minor details. You also, oh yes, I think if you're an artist, I think you're definitely an intuition type of person. You're very creative and imaginative, and you have very deep thoughts. Okay, so S or N, number 2. Number 3, how do you make decisions? You can be a T, thinking person, or F, a feeler. Now, if you're a thinking person, you use your logic, your head, to make your decisions. You weigh the pros and cons, and you probably go for the more pros, then you go towards this decision. And you're also very task-oriented. Now, if you are a feeler, you use your heart to make decisions most of the time. You also are very considerate to your employees. Let's say your employees' feelings. Oh, you know, I have some major issues in my family, and then you understand that and might give that person some time off. And you also want to maintain harmony between your team. So if you're a T, also either choose T or F. Okay. And number 4, what are the behaviors others see? You can be a judging person, J, or a perceiving person, P. If you're a judging person, you are very, very organized. You use Google Calendar. And when you're given a task, you complete it on time. So you can say this person is very, very reliable. And you like to make, when someone invites you to a party, you give them a decision. Yes, no. If you're a perceiving type of person, you're very flexible. Hey, you want to come to my party? Maybe. Or, I don't know. We'll see. You know, things like that. So you're very casual, open-minded, and spontaneous. Maybe like at 12 a.m. you just call Jerry. Hey Jerry, you want to go to a pub? I feel like watching jazz. Something like that. Okay, so either J, organized, or P, very flexible. Okay, so those are the 4 categories. Great. And so these are some certain percentages based on 1972 studies to 2002. Okay, one more quick. So you see ISFJ, 13.8%, and ESFJ, 12.3%. Great. Okay, so this is my, I did a test on mypersonality.info, and I got ESFJ, that is a supporter. So one more quick. So some traits, I love people, entertainer, group-oriented, complete tasks on time, respect rules and authority. And I'm considered similar to Donald Duck and Danny Glover. Danny Glover is an actor. And some great career matches: administrator, counselor, human resources, marketer, trader, teacher. Yes. Okay. So next time someone asks you to identify yourself, you can say, oh, I'm an ESTP, that's a persuader. Or I'm an ISFP, the artist. And then someone will say, huh? What's that? Then you can tell them about the Myers-Briggs test. Okay. Thank you.